So students, sugar. What is sugar? Sugar is a crystal. It is in solid form. Takes the shape of the container. What is the shape of the sugar? It is crystalline form. So sugar is a solid when you observe it under the microscope. And next one, now other type substances in water. Substances in water. So what happens here? Substances either sink or float. Substances can either sink or either it can float. So what is meant by sink and float? You see now how you can understand this. For this you can do an activity. Take a beaker of water or you can take a bowl or any vessel. Take water in that and go take some vegetables and potato, onion, brinjal, tomato, carrot and pepper, leaves, dry leaves, chalk powder or sand, mud, sawdust. Anything you can take, all these things you take and iron lane etc. Oil, lemon juice, all those things you take and drop one by one things into the vessel containing water. First example, we have taken potato, you have kept the potato into the vessel. What will happen? What do you think? It will be present on the water or it will go deep into the vessel? So if we draw a rough diagram, here I have a vessel of water. Okay. So if this water is present, so I am going to put a potato here. So what happens when I put a potato? It goes deep into the vessel, right? Yes. So in the same way, if you take a tomato, when I put a tomato here, it will also go deep into the water. That means these vegetables will sink. The objects which will go deep into the water are called as sink. Now take example of kerosene or oil. Now I am going to put 2 to 3 drops of oil here in the vessel. You'll observe that what do you think? Oil will go into down or it will stay here? Yeah, it will be present here only. You'll observe that the drops of oil are present floating on the water. That is what that means float. In the same way, take dry leaves. Okay, put it here. What will happen? Do you think it will go deep into the vessel? No, they will also float in here in the water. So substances in water either they can sink or either they can float. So how they can sink or float? That is because of density of the substances. If the density of water is more than the density of substance, things will float. If the density, what is the density of water? It is 1 gram per 1 ml. Okay, this is the density of water. So when if the density of water is more, then the objects will float. If the density of water is less, the objects will sink. Remember this, and regarding density and all detailed study you will be having in the higher section. Okay, this was about sink and float. And other type of substances are soluble and insoluble. Soluble and insoluble. So what is this soluble and insoluble? If you see, we have taken already the beaker, right? So you can take one more beaker or a glass, fill it with the water, and now add some sugar into it. Add some sugar. What do you think? What will happen when you add the sugar? Do you think crystals of sugar will be remaining here? Do you think they remain? No. What will happen? They will dissolve in the water. Dissolve means they mix up with the water, right? So that means this sugar is soluble. In the same way, take salt. When you take the salt into the salt will dissolve in the water. That means salt is also soluble. The objects which can mix up or which can dissolve in water are called as soluble substances. In the same way, take insoluble. Like examples are sand, soil, sawdust. When you are putting that sawdust here, what will happen? It will float or it will mix, but it will not dissolve in water. You can see separate 2 layers are formed here. That is because that soil is insoluble. Even you can take example of oil. When you are going to put the oil, it will float, and as well as it is insoluble in water. So this is how you can decide whether the object is can sink or float, or whether it is soluble or insoluble. So this is how you have learnt about the substances, materials and things. Lesson materials and things. So students, your homework is to find, we have classified the materials based on their properties. What are those properties? Based on passage of light, transparent, opaque and translucent. Go through these three definitions with examples. Okay, then other based on the state, they are again divided into three types, that is what? Solid, liquid and gaseous form. These three forms are interchangeable, and we have learned that solids will have definite shape, liquids will take the shape of container, whereas the gases will also take the shape of container. The entire object is filled. For example, if I am taking a container like a water bottle, so you think it is empty, but it is not empty, it is filled with the air. Okay, that is gaseous form. So that you have learned, and then you have learned about these different substances in water, float, and as well as soluble and insoluble. And you have learned so far so many things. We have seen the activity also. So go through the lesson properly, and we have got two activities: the translucent, how you can make it transparent, opaque paper into translucent, that you have done. And then we have seen how the zinc float will be done, and how candle can catch the fire without bringing the burning matchstick near the wick. So go through the video properly, and as I said, we will be having examinations. Stay home, don't go out, be safe.